happy that the AET panel have been able to make their own contribution to the DEN website. We also looked at accessibility, as in how accessible is the DEN website. The panel has discussed that it is very hard to navigate the website, so we suggested some solutions which the AET listened to, and they are currently processing the changes. Regarding restructuring the website and updating information, the AET are also working on keeping the information up to date.
I found Ofsted quite difficult because I never knew whether I was supposed to tell the truth or not, because they're assessing the school, so your teachers want you to say good things, but if you're not honest, is school ever going to get any better? So I just tried to stay quiet as much as possible.
We're often like, the general consensus, we were often like either kept in a different department or just generally kept away from Ofsted inspectors. It just generally to stop us saying things that school might not want us to say, or to control the Ofsted's opinions, really.
Yeah, and it always seems very last minute, like the timetable changes with no notice, or you go into lessons and the teacher will be doing a completely different teaching style. And if schools get 2 days notice, which they do when Ofsted are coming in, why don't they tell us that's going to happen? Because then the change won't have as big of an impact, we can prepare for it.
And oftentimes they don't have any specific SEN inspection, which is the special educational needs. They will come and check the departments, they will, but there aren't any specific guidelines for what they are
They're
checking.
only really looking at grades and
providing.
Yeah, a lot of inspectors didn't seem to know much about autism, at least the ones I spoke to. So I felt, how can they assess the SEN programme at schools properly if they don't understand it themselves?
And while Ofsted are often very genuine, and bless them, they are lovely people when I'm speaking to them, and they do genuinely care about the quality of schools. Schools will often fake it. They will just put different lessons on or change the lesson, how they teach the lesson. And it just doesn't give an accurate interpretation of the school.
Yeah.
A transition day, so being able to have a day where you moved up to secondary school before you actually went, we thought that would be really useful so that you could be more prepared with your teachers, and it was even suggested something like a book, so you could have like a book that would explain like the new structure, your new timetable, what your day would be like, things like that. And then we raised the point of having a better understanding of autism among teachers, so it was mentioned how often they don't have a good understanding of what it's like to be a pupil with autism, and this can make it difficult to be in school basically, and make the whole environment more difficult. Then there was support groups that don't segregate you from your peers, so this was things like if you got support, it wasn't like outside the classroom away from your friends, or if it was like that you needed someone to go and talk to, or a teaching assistant or things like that. It wasn't things that would isolate you or make you stand out as being different. And then we had better support at lunchtime, so this was something that was quite difficult because they're unstructured, so you kind of don't know what to do with yourself. It's not like the rest of the day where you've got timetabled lessons. You have like a whole hour in your day where you just don't know what you're doing, and this can be difficult if you don't have friends as well, and you're just on your own.
My experiences of exams was intensity with rooms, investigators and adjustments. Lots of pressure on us during exams, made to feel that they are the most important things in the world. Take lots of time and effort to get the right adjustments in place. Extra time, enlarging papers, own room, etc. Result day can you also be very stressful. Better to receive your result alone.
having to hold my own composure in school can result in like having a meltdown at home. So it's often like referred to as putting a mask on. You act normal as much as you can in school, or normal.
Yeah.
Not really a proper word, but it's just like when you get home, suddenly that mask collapses, and everything that's built up is unleashed.
I completely agree. I suppressed self-regulatory behaviour like stimming, fidget cubes, that sort of thing, completely at school because I didn't want to stand out as different, and that led to just pressure building and building. So by the time I got home, my fatigue was through the roof. I was completely exhausted. There's also the pressure of homework and assignments. So schools can set a lot to do without really understanding what it's like to be dealing with sensory fatigue and things like that. And then the anxiety about not getting them done, not doing them right, punishments if anything goes wrong, just creates a vicious circle of you then more stressed, so you can't do the homework, so you can't sleep, so you can't do the homework, and it just goes round and round.